Good evening, yogins. My name is Amanda Shepherd. Welcome to Play Along Practice. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to go today, so please read the description because it will have a pretty detailed evolution of what this practice is. I usually do about a 2+, 2-3. So if that's your interest, please play along, and I would love to have you subscribe and do as many classes as you'd like on this channel and just keep up to date. And there are other offerings of support in the description as well. So let's get started. I'm going to start in a restorative today. We had a gorgeous beach day here in SoCal, and I know it was really nice, but I just feel like doing some easy heart opening and hip opener to start. So I have a lot of props nearby today. I've got a bolster, 2 blankets, I got some blocks if I want those, and a strap nearby. You can have your prop set up any way you like. And for this first pose, it is going to utilize a bolster and a couple blankets. You might only need 1 blanket. So for your blanket, I'm going to do a little origami. I'm going to let my yoga blanket come wide, bring the fringes together. So then I've got a different size rectangle, and then I'm going to bring the part of my hands to the part that's not in my hands. All the fringes are on one side, and then from here, let's see, maybe you can't see. I'm going to go about 1/3 down and then bring my blanket into 1/3, so it looks like that when I'm done. Okay, I'm going to bring one of those blankets over there, and then the blanket I was sitting on, I'm just going to fold it like you might come into the yoga studio and see it, and I might fold it over one more time, probably not though. So this blanket's going to go at the top, it's going to be for my neck, I might adjust it. Bolster is going to go right at my sacrum, right at my low back. And then I'm going to take the blanket I folded into 1/3, feet are on the floor. I'm going to wrap it around my ankles and then open the soles of the feet out to the side. So I'm going to come into a Supine koundinyasana with my neck supported, tailbone's nice and long, and this is very easy on the groins, and it's a nice, easy heart opener. And I might fold this one up one more to see if I can support my neck a little more, or maybe I don't even want it. Oh, no. That's me. I'm going to take this and place it behind my head. Oh, that feels awesome. Opening those arms out to the side, just going to let those inner shoulders, let gravity draw them down. And keep your low back safe by lengthening it. Just a gentle scoop of the belly, arms out to the side. Let the breath become nice and even. Cultivating that urdhva breath, that victorious breath. It's like a restorative fish pose we have going on. My next inhale, I'm going to reach those arms to sky and just give myself a giant hug. Left arm over the right, drop your shoulders down, lift your elbows. You can stay here, you can bring the palms together, finding urdhva arms. Lifting those elbows up, drawing the pinkies away, giving yourself the sky a karate chop. reach those arms out to the side and just take my other arm on top. Start with a giant hug. You might stay here. If you want to bring your palms together, you can do that. Karate chop the sky with your pinkies. Reach those arms away. And I might take this blanket out from the top and just scooch that blanket over there. Just let myself relax without the blanket. Next inhale, I'm going to reach those arms to the sky, interlace the fingers, reach the hands away, and just reach those arms overhead. Notice if your low ribs jutted up. It's very common. See if you can draw your low ribs together. And then lengthen all four sides of your waist. So like you're lifting out of the waist, spread those inner shoulders wide, and draw your belly in. Reach your arms out to the side, palms together, interlace your fingers the odd way, and reach your arms up again. The tendency is to shrug the shoulders really high, so see if you can spread your inner shoulders wide. So the top of your shoulder and the bottom of your neck, that area has a lot of space. And as I exhale, I'm going to let the hands come up like I'm holding a beach ball, and I'm going to bring my beach ball to the sun. Ground down with your sits bones, and just lift on up. Breathing here, beautiful. I'm going to take this blanket out of the way, bring it over there, and I'm going to turn my bolster the other way. Maybe bring the soles of the feet to the floor and just lay back on it. I might open my legs out again because that feels pretty good for me. Breathing here. Arms are like a cactus. See if you can let your sits bones gently touch the earth. Draw the shoulders down. If you wanted to, you could replace that blanket behind your neck there. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet to the floor and reach the legs long. It's a really sweet, gentle heart opening. Scooping that belly in. This feels pretty luxurious. Chin is lifted slightly. I'm going to keep that and walk my feet in. I'm actually going to lift my heels and lengthen the tailbone and draw that bolster down. It might be hard on your sticky mat. So I'm in like a supported bridge. And keep the chin lifted. Reach your right knee in, reach that leg to the sky, do a couple ankle circles, one or two each direction. Left leg comes in, you're going to reach that leg to the sky, a couple ankle circles, one or two each direction. Just finding a nice inversion, really sweet, like a supine vibrated Amandasana. I'm going to reach that left leg long, bring the sole of the foot to the floor and draw that right knee into my chest. Closing the knee joint, open that leg out to the side. And just see if you can bring your heel into your belly button and reach your knee away. Finding urdhva padmasana with that leg. And re-extend. Bring that right foot down, lift that left leg to sky. Close the knee joint from the hip, open that knee out to the side, bring the heel towards my belly button, and reach that inner knee away. Breathing here, try to not sickle your foot. And as I exhale, I'm going to reach that leg to sky and bring it down. And I'm just going to switch it up the other way. Draw the right knee in, open the leg out to the side. Maybe find an urdhva padmasana. Maybe lift the left leg up. Notice the leg is turned out. The toes are facing away from me. I'm going to close the knee joint. See if I can bring that knee in. And just start to reach your knees away. They're not going to go that far. It's towards the beginning of class. Keep your feet flexed. Scoop that belly in. Exhale back through center. Extend the left leg, then the right leg. Bring the legs down. Going to reach that left leg to sky. Close the knee joint, turn the heel out. See if you can fit that heel in towards your belly button. Reach that inner knee away. Right leg reaches up. It's externally rotated. Toes are facing out. Not forward, not up, but out. Bend that knee. See if I can bring the heel in. And reach those feet away. Scoop your belly in. As you exhale, come on out and extend the legs. Root down with my elbows. Maybe find halasana. And I'm going to roll that bolster out. I'm going to reach the bolster out to the side. Inhaling, Navasana, boat pose, breathing here. And as I exhale, I'm just going to let my dog in. She is crying at the door. Hi, beautiful. Come on in. There she is. There's our pretty girl. That's our pretty Supine. Hi, pretty girl. You're the prettiest one. Are you going upstairs? She just likes to come through briefly. Reach those legs up. Navasana. Scoop the belly. Ardha Navasana. Keep the arms long. Scoop your belly in. Lift up Navasana. And then as you exhale, come on forward to all fours. Walk your feet back. Turn the wrists out. Breathing here. Bring those hands forward. I'm going to reach the left arm out to the left, and as I exhale, thread the needle drawing through. Walk your right hand forward. So you can extend the right leg. Maybe turn those toes out and reach for your back foot. Draw that heel towards your outer hip. Reach the knee away. Kick that foot away. Then as you exhale, come on back through center and just step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Reach your left leg back. Walk your fingertips in and just straighten that right leg. Flex the toes as you exhale. Uttanapristhasana, any variation. I like forearms to the floor. Keep the front of the body long. As you exhale, let the left knee come down. Reach for that back foot. Kick the foot into the hand. You can use a strap, of course. Opening the heart. And as you exhale, take the heel towards the outer hip. Good. Bring that hand down. Walk yourself back and open up. Parigasana. Right leg's reaching out to the side. Left arm's going to reach up. As you exhale, bring those hands forward so you can sit back. Now, you're going to close the right knee joint. Bring the heel in towards your belly button and reach that inner right knee away. Take the left leg into padmasana. Sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to scoop the belly as I exhale. Maybe find a clasp. Sitting up. Coming through center. I'm going to roll over those inner knees. Bring my forearms down. Keep the tailbone lengthening as I scoop my belly in. Keep those inner shoulders opening. Try to flex your feet here. Unwind. Reaching that right arm off to the side, draw it through, left arm reaches forward. Thread the needle. And extend that left leg, reach that left arm around. See if I can find the foot. Drawing the heel towards the outer hip to find the quadriceps and kick that foot away. As I exhale, I'm going to take that left hand next to my face and just step that left foot up and around. Tuck the right toes. Walk your hands back so you can straighten that left leg. My toes are turned out. Uttanapradasana. Lengthen the front of the body. As I exhale, I'm going to bring that right knee down and reach that arm up and around. Kick that foot into the hands. And as I exhale, I'm going to take the heel towards the outer hip. Opening those quadriceps. Look up. As I exhale, I'm going to step it up, padmasana. Reach that right arm to sky, absorb those ribs in. And then this time, find your beach ball, sit back. I'm going to turn my left toes out, close the knee joint, bring that foot into urdhva padmasana. Left knee reaches away, close the right knee joint, draw that foot up. Padmasana. If you don't like that, sukhasana is fine. See if you can fit. See if you can squeeze your toes around your triceps. Sit up nice and tall. And as I exhale, come on forward. Keep that belly lifting. Try to get a nice back bend here. Feet flexed. This time as I exhale, I'll walk my hands in. I'm going to turn my wrists out. I bring my knees in a little bit. My shoulders round naturally. I'm going to lengthen the front of the body and find mayurasana with padmasana legs. Downward facing dog. First one of the day. Pedaling out the feet, doing whatever you need to do. Breathing here is my first one of the day. I didn't work this morning. Inhale, I'm going to reach that right leg back, turn the toes out. Keeping that leg straight as far as I can, and then I'm going to bend the toes, or bend the knee. Couple hip circles. Open up. Re-extend that knee and see if you can reach that leg all the way up. Step that foot out to the side. Breathing here. Uttanapradasana. Turning the toes out. Bring the left knee down. You're going to reach for that back foot. As I exhale, draw back, padmasana. Lifting up. Left arm reaches to sky, absorb those ribs in. And as I exhale, I'm bringing the left arm down, reach that right arm overhead. I'm going to come to sit down. Find my lotus. Breathing here. Come on forward. Walk it in. Mayurasana with padmasana legs. Right, so I want to get those elbows underneath my chest. I'm going to reach them out, reach the chest through, and then try and straighten the torso. Drawing back. Downward facing dog. Reach that left leg straight back. Try to keep the leg straight as you open the hip. Keep it straight as long as possible. Then bend the knee. Couple hip circles. Now re-extend that leg. Lift from the inner thigh and the outer glute. Lift it all the way up. Come on forward. Turn the toes out. Your version of Uttana Prasthasana, lizard pose. Reach for that back leg. You can decide if you want more of a quadricep stretch or more of a heart opener. Exhale, I'm going to walk it back. Reach that left foot up. Kargasana, right arm's going to reach to sky. Let a hand come down, reach that left arm up and over. As you exhale, come on forward. I'm going to turn the left toes out. Ardha Padmasana. Padmasana. Breathing here. Rolling over those inner knees. Coming on forward. Walk your hands in. And turn the wrists out. Through mayurasana. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Spread those inner shoulders nice and wide. Reach that right leg straight back, open the hip, bend the knee. Inhale, lift the left heel, exhale, bring that heel down, lift the toes. A couple more times. Let your toes stay energized on both feet as you maybe draw into Kukkutasana. Exhale, reach it back around. Keep that hip externally rotated. Reach that leg way up and around. Ekapada koundinyasana B. Through your vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here. Reach that left leg back. Turn the toes out. Maybe bend the knee. Inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, bring that heel down, lift the toes. One more time. The heel, keep going. Try to square the chest towards the sky. Push your feet down so you can bring the chest and the shoulder over the wrist. Exhale, take it back around. Turn those left toes out. Keep lifting from that inner thigh and that outer glute. All the way forward. Ekapada koundinyasana. Chaturangandasana. Urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, Adho mukha svanasana. Look your head, yes and no. Reach the right leg back as you exhale. Step that foot up next to your thumb. Walk your hands back so your hands are right underneath your shoulders. And then as you exhale, bend into that knee. Bring the left knee down. Reach the toes away. And take your hands to your low back. Use your hands to lengthen the tailbone, and with your inhale, lift on up. Breathing here, scoop your belly. Try to keep the back of the body long by drawing the front of the body in and up. Reach those arms up, open the heart. Inhale, palms to sky, exhale, open. Inhale, palms to sky, exhale, open. Fingertips towards the floor. And come on forward, Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here. Keep the front of the body long, right? Most of us do this. And as you exhale, bring that right foot down. Turn your left hand towards your left knee. Reach your right hand towards the front of the mat. So our hands are facing away. Jazz hands, right? I'm going to scoop that left elbow underneath, like the left ribs. Look towards the front of your mat. Bring the side of your face down very light. Deva, duuta, pana, asana, both feet. Exhale. Hopefully you're not kicking the furniture. I'm going to take padmasana, and you're going to be reaching off your foot towards the front of the mat. Exhale. Breathing here. This time come on forward. Draw that right heel in. Bring that left heel on top. Right, so that was an unusual transition. We turn the whole body. I'm going to breathe here. Maybe draw those knees up. And as you exhale, bring the knees forward. You're rolling over. I'm on the like inner quadriceps. Belly scooping. And as I exhale, walk those hands in and walk my knees in. Let's see if I can do this. Just bring the top of the head down. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Come on up. And then find your, so the head's very light on the floor for that, right? Find your mayurasana. Step that left foot up. Bring the right knee down. Actually, walk your hands back. And bring the right knee down. Sink to those hips. You're going to take your hands to your low back. Use your hands to lengthen the low back. Make sure you can ground down evenly through the left big toe mound and outer heel. Try not to arc. Reach those arms up. Lift your ribs off the waist. Open the heart. Sink the hips any amount that feels good. You can place a blanket underneath your right knee. Open one more time. Open. Roll over that front leg, urdhva. Breathing here. Good. As I exhale, I'm going to bring that left foot down. I'm going to turn my right hand towards my right knee. Left hand towards the front of the room. Arms are shoulder distance. All right. I'm going to wrap that right elbow underneath my ribs and look towards the front of my mat. Deva, duuta, pana, asana. Bring the knee down. I'm going to step that left foot out. Padmasana. Exhale. Bring the right hand down. Reach that left arm up and around. And then I'm going to find my seat. Bring the left heel in, facing the short edge of my mat. Right heel in. Some of you can do that without your hands by now. Might back myself up. Breathing here. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, one line. I'm going to keep the belly engaged. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Top of the head comes down. Maybe walk your feet in. Breathing here. Just to see what that feels like. Turn your wrists out. Mayurasana. Reaching back. Wide legs, as wide as your mat. Maybe walk your hands in slightly. Bring the right hand cross. Finding a twist underneath the body. Checking out the sky. And switch it up. Easier to find higher in the leg. Exhale, coming back through center. I'm going to bring my feet back to hip distance. Belly to spine, shoulders over the wrist. See if you can bring the top of your head down. Tripod headstand. Lifting up, shoulders away from the ears a lot. I'm going to turn those right toes out. Close the knee joint. Bring the heel in towards my belly button to reach that inner right knee away. Left toes are turned out.
Try to flex your feet. Reach those knees towards the sky. Let the low back get nice and long. Elbows in, don't splay them out. Keep them in. As you exhale, hinge. See if you can fit the shin on your upper arm. Push straight down with your hands. Kukkutasana. Breathing here. Exhale, take it back down, nice and light. Reach those feet to sky. A little bit of a sit-up, hover the toes. Chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shake your head, yes and no. Let's take a child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees nice and wide. Just open up the side body a little bit. Walk your hands through center. Take it to the other side. Walk your hands through center. Bring that left palm to center, right arm on top. Get that nice lateral latissimus dorsi stretch. Wrap those triceps down. Switch the stack of your hands. Feels so good. All right. Bring those palms forward. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Belly to spine, shoulders over the wrists, coming forward. Bend the elbows, top of the head comes down. I'm just going to glide the feet in. Lifting up, draw your elbows in. Breathing here. So this is my harder side for this. I'm going to close the left knee joint. Bring that heel in towards my belly button or towards the hip flexor. Open that knee out to the side. Right toes are turned out. Do some ankle circles to wiggle that foot in. Let's see. Try to reach the knees up towards the sky so you get a nice straight line. Shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, kukkutasana. Push straight down with your hands. You're going to lift straight up. Let those arms get nice and straight. Bring the head back down gently. Refind your padmasana. Reach those legs to sky. Exhale. Hover. Chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. Breathing here. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Nice and light, bring those feet forward. Oh, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Reach those arms out to the side. Do some circles, come all the way up, Urdhva Stasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Not sure what happened there. Breathing here. Shake it out. Shake your wrists out a little bit. Let your feet come hip distance. Now reach that right arm to sky, absorb those ribs in. And take it to the other side, reach that left arm up. Take it to the other side, bring your fingers to your buttocks. And find your Anavattasana. Keep the belly button into the spine. And lengthen through all four sides of your waist, even the back waist, so you're lifting kind of up and over. Open the arms like a cactus. Roll it up, ribs, chest, shoulders. Exhale, dive on in. Shake your head, yes and no. Maybe find toe lock. Lengthen as you exhale, fold. Asana. And some weight towards the ball of your foot. Inhale, lengthen. Palms down. Hover the heels. Chaturanga. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. Breathing here. Inhale, lift the heels. Bring the top of the head down. Scoop in for your tripod. Bend the right knee, open the hip. Find your urdhva padma or full padmasana. Those ankle circles are really helpful for getting the pose. Flex your feet. You're going to breathe here. As you exhale, take a little bit of a twist just to see what that feels like. Come back through center. Twist to the other way. Come back through center. And then I'm going to re-extend that left leg or reach that right leg to sky. And as I exhale, I'm going to try to reach the chest forward. Ekapada koundinyasana B. Chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. Breathing here. Energy towards the heels. Take a little pressure off the wrists. If your wrists are feeling it, you can come to your knuckles or to your forearms or dolphin. Whatever you like. One more breath. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Nice and light. Bring those feet forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms to your wrist circles. Urdhva. Exhale, samastihi. Separate your feet hip distance. Lengthen the tailbone. Left arm reaches up. Absorb those ribs in. Right arm reaches up. Exhale back through center. Everything from the waist down is long. Everything from the waist up is lifting. Open those arms up to the sky. Reach them up. Open your arms like a cactus. Try to keep the back of the neck long. Imagine you have that nice support system there. Breathing here. Roll it up. Ribs, chest, shoulders. Exhale, dive in. Maybe stepping on the palms this time. Get those toes all the way up towards your wrists and see if you can give yourself a little massage. Bring the toes towards the inner wrist. Bring some weight towards your ball of the foot. Shake your head, yes or no. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, feet to the back of the mat. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale takes you to down dog. Breathing here. Hopefully I don't have furniture in my way. I might on this side. Inhale, lift the heels, come forward. Bring the top of the head down. Draw yourself in. Keep your elbows in. I'm going to bend the left knee. Bring that heel in. Find Urdhva Padma. Find full Padmasana. Alright, breathing here. Reach those legs up. As you exhale, twist towards the left. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Your neck should feel super easy here. Back through center, twist towards the right. Back through center. I'm going to find Ekapada koundinyasana B. I'm going to extend the legs. Right leg reaches out, left leg reaches up. Keep reaching. See. Chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. So I want to get that inner thigh to the outside of the tricep for that transition. reconnect to your breath in whatever pose you're doing. Inhale, lift the heels, exhale, bend the knees. Nice and light, bring those feet forward. Try to keep your hands planted so you don't cartwheel. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, Uttanasana. Come on up, urdhva. Exhale, Samastiki. Hands by your side. And we'll start to move through some twists, adding some twists in. Take the right hand to the thigh. Sink the hips as you, kukkutasana, actually. Breathing here. Right hand to the thigh, you're going to reach the left arm forward, and as you exhale, twist. So you're bringing the left ribs towards the right. Leaning back. Take your right hand to your low back, and see if you can open the heart a little more, and then lean back. Good. Spread those inner shoulders. Then stack the right hand on top of the left. Get nice and low in the hips. As you exhale, look down. I'm going to plant your palms. I definitely have a bookshelf here, so I'm going to back up a little bit. Padmasana. Twisted scissors, koundinyasana, A. And come on back in. And a fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. I had a different idea, but it wasn't going to work. Take it through a vinyasa. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Turn those left toes out. Step that right foot up. Take your hands to your low back. Inhaling, breathe into your back ribs. And then open those arms. Good. As you exhale, chest expansion, arms, open the heart. Humble warrior. Get low if you can. You want to keep that right hip in. And with your inhale, lengthen forward. You can let the left arm come down. Turn the left toes up. Simple twist here. And as you exhale, reach that right arm forward and take your shoulder underneath. That right hand will reach out. Lengthen the whole front of the body. Maybe clasp your hands behind. Plant your palms, right hands on the outside of that right foot. Ekapada koundinyasana. Bring your face down. Deva, duuta, pana, asana. Chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Turn those right toes out. Step that left foot up. Breathing here. If you don't want to do that, then just take a regular vinyasa. Take your hands to your low back. Inhaling. Breathing here. Reach those arms up. Interlace the hands behind you. Chest expansion. Exhale, humble warrior. Breathing here. Your inhale, right hand down, right foot, heel faces the sky, simple twist. Reach that left arm forward. Take your hand behind the calf. Maybe wrap your arms around for a bind. And plant your palms. Ekapada koundinyasana. Oh, Deva, duuta, pana, asana. Chaturanga dandasana didn't work. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, that is chatty. Shake your head yes and no. Breathing here. Big toes to touch, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees nice and light. Bring the feet forward any way you want. Inhale, urdhva. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, kukkutasana. Urdhva. Exhale, samastiki. Just take a moment in your tadasana, breathing nice and easy. Inhale, kukkutasana. Exhale, parvrata utkatasana. Reach the right elbow across. Take your left hand to your low back and lean back. The tendency is to forward fold. You want to spread those inner shoulders, open the chest, lean back. Get the hips low, then stack the hands. See if you can use your hands to go even a little more. Exhale, look down. You're going to plant your palms. Breathing here. I'm going to lengthen the front of the body. Twisted scissors. Come on back through center. Fold it in, uttanasana. Inhale, urdhva uttanasana. Feet go to the back of the mat, moving to a vinyasa or skipping it. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. We're going to do the left leg first this time. Right toes turn out, step that left foot up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Chest expansion. Exhale, humble warrior. Draw down. Inhale, lengthen the torso. Right hand under your shoulder. Pivot the right heel. And open up into that simple twist. Left hand reaches forward. Glide your hand underneath the calf. Ekapada koundinyasana. Reach that leg up. Deva, duuta, pana, asana. Urdhva mukha svanasana. Adho mukha svanasana. Left toes turn out. Step that right foot up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Chest expansion, arms. Exhaling, humble warrior. Left arm under the shoulder, simple twist, opening up just for your transition. Reaching that right arm underneath. Ekapada koundinyasana. Deva, duuta, pana, asana. Chaturanga dandasana. Urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. Breathing here. Shake your head, yes and no. If you want to give your wrists a break, bring the forearms to the floor. You can turn your palms up. Good. As you exhale, just bring the palms down. Step your feet in. You're going to reach that right leg to sky. Pinch your mayurasana if you want it. Keep the weight, even if the weight's going to your elbows, you're going to fall out and go into a back bend like I just showed you. Plant your palms, roll your inner wrists down, maybe even let your thumbs come together. Breathing here. Exhale, come on down. Blossom. Walk your hands in. You're going to bring your shins together. Come up a little bit on your mat if you want. Reach your rise. Come on up. Adjust your clothes if you need to. Try not to fidget, actually. Okay, keep that belly in. Lift your ribs off the waist. Ustrasana. Keep lengthening the front of the body. That's really more interesting, I think, than cranking into the back. So you can keep those hips forward. Breathing here. Maybe take your hands to your heart center. Keep reaching back. If you can see the floor, you can probably reach back with your hands, although my hands won't get them. I'm gonna lift on up. As you exhale, come to seated. And breathe here. One hand inside the other. Just breathing. Come on forward, forearms down. Slam the floor with your hands. Make sure you're going to keep your hands down. If you want to get a little traction, a little extra traction under your forearms, you can turn the palms up and then just turn the palms back down. I used to do that all the time. I don't do it as much anymore because I actually developed a little bit of tendonitis because I was so good at that. So now I don't do that as often. But it still is a good cue to kind of get that extra traction. If you get a little discomfort in your elbow, you're going to stop that. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Walk your hands in. Left leg reaches the sky, nice and gentle. So you can just plug that right leg bone into the socket and just lift up. Easy. Push your hands down. The more you root down evenly from the palm through the forearm, the easier it is to get that banana out of your back. Breathing here. Exhale, come on down. Child's pose just for a moment. Walk your hands in. Take the left hand underneath the right, sitting up nice and tall. Breathing, you can sit on a block if you like, matsyasana. Feeling the benefit of the practice. Root your eyes. Coming up. Lift your hip points up. Draw the sternum away from your pubic bone. To open the front of the body. Keep those hips forward. And maybe reach back for your heels. If you like to fold your toes in, bring the heels closer to you, you're welcome to do that. I don't really like that, but you can. Breathing here. As you exhale, coming up through center. And I'm going to take my thumbs to the back of my knees. And I'm just going to sit back. I'm starting to find virasana, right? Hero pose. You can sit on a block. You might have a bolster nearby. If you like, you can do a version with the bolster. I'm going to come up a little further on my mat. Right? I'm going to take that behind me. Just see if I can lay back. So you can take like a restorative variation. My knees are not together. If you're more externally rotated, your knees won't be either. You want to move into a more full version of the pose. Bring my hands to my feet and lengthen the tailbone towards the back of my knees, lifting up, really bringing those shins down. And I might stay here. I might bring the sits bones down and bring my elbows to the floor. Now you can still have that bolster underneath you, Even here, I'm going to push into my arms, spread those inner shoulders, reach the tailbone towards the back of the knees, opening the heart. I might stay here. I might let those sits bones relax again and come all the way to the floor, reaching those arms overhead, finding the full pose. Draw your ribs together. Exhale. Bring those palms down. Walk your hands in. Try to come up as evenly as possible so you're not going side to side. Through that back bend. And exhale, come on forward. And tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, go slow. Letting the fluid back into the back of the legs. Get that blood flow going. Your head doesn't know. Sit that right foot next to your thumb. Come onto your fingertips. Let the left knee come down. Reach those toes away. So you can sink into that hip. You're going to have come on up. And reach that right up to sky. I'm just turn the left thumb out. Sneak that arm up between the shoulder blades. Pat myself in the back of the right hand. Spread my inner shoulders. Tailbones along. Lift your ribs off the waist. Open. Breathing here. Ground down through the big toe mound of that right foot. Keep lengthening the front of the body. And then unwind the hands. Let your left hand find somewhere on the leg. Reach back with your right arm. Square your chest. Exhale. Come on up. Urdhva. Breathing here. If you want full Hanumanasana, go ahead and take it. I'm not going to do that today because my hamstrings are tight. And from here, bring that right foot down. If you're in full Hanumanasana, push your hands into the floor and lift up together. I'm going to turn it around for padmasana, and then I'm going to walk my hands out. Wrap your triceps to the floor. Let the forehead come down. Reach your sits bones back. You can bring your forearms to the earth, and then I'm just going to roll onto the inner knees. Spread my inner knees nice and wide. Breathing here. Ankles right out from the knees. Some people like to bring their toes together. You can do that. Keep reaching your sits bones back. You're going to feel this in the inner thighs. Forearms on the floor. If you feel like that's not enough or you want to add a back bend in, you can walk your hands in and lengthen the heart. Keep the sits bones reaching back, tailbone lifting. Breathing here. Good. As you exhale, bring those big toes to touch. Walk your hands in. Now push your hands into the floor. We're just going to jump to a squat. Hands your heart center. Maybe drop that right shoulder. Right arm out, left arm up. Maybe turn the palms behind you. You can find a clasp. Opening the heart. As you exhale, lift your sits bones. You're going to lift that right heel and heel toe that left foot in. And then come on up for a flamingo pose. Breathing here. Gently unwind. You're going to find toe lock. Reach it out, Duuta Asana Padmasana B. Look over the left shoulder. Bring that foot forward for A. And then dancing Shiva. Look back at your right fingertips. As I exhale, I'm going to bend that knee. Find a half lotus. Or just Vrikshasana tree pose. Reach those arms to sky. Lifting up. Maybe float that left heel. As you exhale, bring it down. I'm going to take my hands to my heart center. I'm just going to step that right foot out. Turn the toes forward. You're going to set yourself up for pyramid pose, Purvottanasana. Reach those hands out to the side, turn the thumbs down, belly button over the knee, and as you exhale, come forward halfway. If you need more, go further. Breathing here. The head be long. Top of the head is reaching towards the top of your foot. Inhale, come on up. You're going to step the left foot back a little bit more if you want. Right hand to the hip. Reach that left arm to sky. A little bit of a twist as you exhale. Parvritotita Trikonasana. Breathing here. Exhale, come on down. Standing split. You're going to plant your hands. Come onto the ball of that right foot. Push your hands into the floor. Plug that right leg bone into the socket. And maybe find that lift. Breathing here. Any leg variations if you want a padmasana. You're welcome to take that. I don't think I am. Thought I was going to, but I'm not. Breathing back through vinyasa. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step that left foot next to your thumb. Come onto your fingertips. Bring that right knee down. Reach those toes away. Really sink into those hips. Make sure you're on the bottom of the quadricep and not the kneecap. You take your hands to your thigh. Breathe into the back of the body. I'm going to reach that right arm out to the side, turn the thumb down, sneak that arm between the shoulder blades. Left arm reaches up and back. Nice long back of the body. Open the heart, lift, lengthen the front of the body. Ground down through the left big toe mound and outer heel. Keep reaching back. Unwind the hands. You're going to let the right arm find a spot on the leg. Some of you might even find your ankle. Keep reaching that left arm back. Square the ribs towards the sky. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, moving very carefully. Those of you who want full Hanumanasana, go ahead and take it. One more breath. You're in full Hanumanasana. You push your hands down and lift the hips, both feet coming in together until you can bring that left foot to the floor. Tuck your right toes. You're going to turn it in for Prasarita Padottanasana. Take your hands to your hips. Come on up. Breathing here. And let's take Prasarita Padottanasana deep. Opening the heart as you exhale, hinge. Find your toe lock. Bring the top of the head to the floor. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Shake your head, yes or no. Right? Any amount. Breathing here. Coming up through center. Walk your hands out. Like a long puppy, big puppy. Think of a Great Dane. Right? Reach those sits bones back. Forearms down. I'm going to back up because I have a bookshelf here. Forearms down. Bring those inner knees to the floor. Try to bring them down together. Reach those ankles straight back. Draw your sits bones back. Open that inner groin. Let your inner knees get nice and wide. If you want to back bend, you can walk your hands in. Keep lifting the belly, open the heart. Get nice and low. Big toes to touch, walk your hands in. Breathing here, and we're just going to take it to a squat one more time. Right. Left shoulder comes to the inside. Reach that left arm out, right arm to sky. Find that clasp if that's interesting. Keep opening the heart. This pose looks different for everybody. You can use a strap if you want. I'm going to reach the sits bones back, lift my left heel, and walk that right foot in. Heel toe it, and then come all the way up for flamingo pose. Let go of the hands. I'm going to reach it out, Utthita Hasta Padmasana B. Look over the right shoulder. Bring the foot forward for A. Dancing Shiva. Look back at your left fingertips. Drop that hip. Breathing here, a nice twist. I'm going to draw that knee in. Find my version of Vrikshasana. Reach the arms. Maybe challenge the balance by lifting the heel. Exhale, bring that back down. And then I'm just going to step that foot out. Toes facing the front edge of my mat. Square my chest there. So I'm setting up for Purvottanasana. Right, tailbones long. Reach your arms out to the side. Reverse prayer or knuckles together. Belly button over the knee to twist. Lengthen forward. Maybe come down a little further. Breathing here. I'm going to come on up. I might make more space lengthwise between my legs. Left hip back, right arm to sky. Sorry, this is knees. Take the right hand to the outside. Open the hip, draw your right ribs towards the left. Lift on up, reach up. Reach that arm to the sky and lean back. Keep the weight even in your feet. Exhale, look down. Standing split. Move carefully because it's from a twist. You can stay here. You can bring your palms to the floor. Maybe come onto the ball, the left foot. Plug that left leg going into the socket. Lifting up. Through vinyasa. Inhale, urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. Five breaths here. You can take balasana if you prefer. I'm just going to check the time. See how I'm doing. 1:09. All right. Bring the shins down. You know what? I'm actually going to come all the way to prone and do my favorite shoulder stretch. Get your left arm out to the left, the right hand is your lever. Gonna roll onto the left side body. Opening up pectoralis minor. I need this stretch every day. There's plenty of variations. If you like to bring both feet to the floor or reach back for the opposite hand, you're welcome to do that. Come on back through center. And take it to the other side. This is the side that needs it more. Hitting here. Any variations you did on side one, you can try them on side two, but it might not be the same. All right. I'm gonna come back through center. Okay. So backbends we can play with. Let's see, can you see my window? Yeah, okay. Good. So I'm gonna have my shins down. I wanna be about an arm and a finger. So the whole arm all the way out to my middle finger, away. All right. Chest is square, tailbone's long. Take my hands to my heart center. Now I'm doing this on glass, and the reason why I trust myself to do this on glass is because I know my touch is going to be very light. I'm not going to slam my palm into the window or to the wall. You want it to be super light, just fingertips, right? Otherwise, if you slam your hand in, you're going to bring all the work here, and you can get like a pinch even, right? And a back pain, and who wants that? So we're going to be nice and careful. Lift your ribs off the waist. Scoop your belly. Reaching up, just touch. Exhale, coming on down. I don't go that far in this. A lot of people go very far, all the way to the floor, and that's what we're working towards. My shoulders just don't do it, and neither does my back, really. Lifting up. Keep those hips forward. You want those hips right over the knees. Palms touch ever so gently. Lifting back up. Okay. If you feel like you're too far away or too close, you are, so adjust. Right? Maybe you want a little bit more room. Lifting it up. It actually feels pretty good today. Might go forward a little bit more. When I come up, I want to come up evenly, just like hero pose, right? Stand up. Sit down. Just take a moment. Try one more time. Exhale, come on down. Okay, so you can stick with that. I always like inversions, so I might take all this hip opening and going upside down into an inversion. I didn't do handstands too much today. No, I did about the same, forearm and handstand. So either one. I'll walk my feet in and walk forward on my mat a little bit. so I'm not too close to the window. Shoulders right over the wrists. You can press up or you can kick up. I'm going to plug that left leg bone into the socket and see if I can come up. Oh my God, so that strain is bothering me. Lift up. Try to get the arms straight. Maybe find a little external rotation. Bring the chest, the rooting arms. Use your toes, right? Flex and point. Hopefully it's a pretty shape. Exhale, coming on out. Drawing back. Shake my wrist out a little bit. And just take that to the other side. Reach that left leg to sky. I'm going to plug the right leg bone in. Lifting up. Make a number 4. You can go into padmasana, right? Definitely warmed up for that, but I feel like I do that a lot. All right, plug that right leg bone in. Keep the arms straight. One more time. Breathing here. Try your knees through. Asana. Padmasana. Right heel moves in towards the belly button. Left heel comes on top. Inner shoulders. If you want, fish pose. Coming on out. Reaching those legs up. Plugging those leg bones into the socket. I'm sure that's not the traditional entry into fish pose. It's the one that works for me. Lifting on out, Navasana. And fold the left knee in. Bring that right leg into Padmasana. Flex your feet. I'm going to keep that tailbone long. And come down to my elbows. And I'm going to turn the palms up. And I like to take my hands underneath my bum. Keep reaching those inner knees away. Scoop your belly. Let the top of the head come down. Really use the shoulder blades to lift the heart. And I'm going to draw in. And then reach for my feet. drop the knees to the right, come back through center, drop the knees to the left. A couple more times. And take the right knee over the left and bring the hips to the right, knees to the left. Reaching out. Come back through center. Take it the other way. Bringing hips to the left, knees to the right. I'm not mirroring right now. I'm just mirroring all through class except for now. Come back through center. Draw those knees in. A couple low back circles. And set yourself up for your final relaxation, and maybe you want bolster there. So when I use the bolster or anything underneath my knees, I like the bend of the knees to be over the outside edge so they can flop over pretty easily. And my heels are on the floor. Then my hamstrings are supported. Let the breath go. Notice where you are, where your breath is in the body. Become a witness of the breath here. It's really hard to speak and do the poses at the same time, so I always feel a little bit rajastic after one of these play-along practices, or during, which it's still during. So my breath tends to be more in the chest. I'm going to actively bring the breath to the belly and then let that release. And then just alternate a little bit. Until you can quietly let the breath become so easy. And you can just forget about it.
your breath cycle. Begin to bring some awareness back to the breath. Join a nice deep inhale in. Exhale through the mouth. Start to move the fingers and toes, doing some wrists and ankle circles. Reach out through the arms and legs. As you exhale, bring your feet to your support system. Maybe roll onto a side of the body and then take the top hand next to your face. Coming on up to a nice comfortable seated position. Take your time. Sitting up nice and tall. If you want, you can sit on your bolster or your blanket or a block. Just relaxing, elbows right underneath the shoulders. I'm just going to end with Lotuses style, Sukhi no Bhavantu, and then Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nice deep inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Comes to third eye. Namaste. Yogins, I bow to you. Thank you for playing with me. Have a beautiful rest of your day.